It was an all-night party, and that party has not ended in Paris, Lyon, Nice, and many other places in France. However, in the African continent, and Morocco to be precise, there are tears in Marrakesh, there are tears in Casablanca, there are tears in Rabat because the Moroccan dream has come to an end, courtesy of Kylian Mbappe's France that has secured a grand finale to the FIFA World Cup back-to-back. The defending champions won 2-0 against Morocco. Mohamed Kudus, he has been honored for his instrumental role in the Black Stars during the country's participation in this year's FIFA World Cup. And we'll also be hearing a report that was put together by my colleague, Fentiu Tahiru. I am Muftau Nabila Abdullah. This is AM Sports. Let's start with the action on the field when France came up against Morocco in the second semi-final of the FIFA World Cup. It was the French team that took an early lead, but Morocco came back strongly in the contest. But their energy was not enough to get themselves back as they were seeking to become the first African nation, not just to make it to the semi-final of the FIFA World Cup, but also book a ticket to the grand finale. And that dream ended when the French secured a second goal that came from Kolo Muala. My colleague Fentiu Tahiru, he watched that game at close range and comes through with this report.
Morocco's dream of becoming the first African country to reach the FIFA World Cup final is gone crashing. And the crashing is happening at the hands of defending champions France. Very lethal in attack, and they started their intent quite early. Theo Hernandez finishing in the near post as early as the 5th minute. Morocco have never been behind the entire tournament, and this was a different test of different qualities. And they responded quite well, played majority of the possession and created decent chances. The best of them falling to defender El Yamek, his acrobatic effort cannoning off the post towards the end of the first half. At the start of the second half, Morocco coach Redraghi made quite a few changes and it almost paid off. Morocco dominated, created opportunities, but the nail in the coffin came at the hands of Kolo Muala. An 80th minute substitute with his very first touch of the football, putting the game beyond the Moroccans. At the final whistle, the Moroccan fans, 68,000 of them inside the stadium, applauded their players. Surely they know history had already been made. And they could go another step better on Saturday when they return to this stadium to take on Croatia in the 3rd place match. From the Al Bayt Stadium in Al Khor, Fentiu Tahiru for Joy Sports.
And as Fentiu was there at the media center enjoying the game, the fans of Morocco, they were having a party because it's a back-to-back final for the French team. The defending champions of the competition will come up against Argentina in the grand finale on Sunday, and some supporters have been speaking ahead of that game.
It's been final, as you can see.
What are you expecting in the final itself against Argentina?
Very tough game and close game, but hopefully we can win. My prediction is 1-0.
There's so much
for France. What?
There's so much success for France.
Yeah.
You guys don't really feel this one, right?
Yeah, no, but we're happy, but I have no more voice, so I can be. It's hard to be more excited.
Right.
It was really great. Same with me.
I already said what I have to say.
Yeah, that's already said what you have to say. So tell me, how big is this birthday present for you that France in the final?
That's so great!
All right. How excited are you?
I'm very excited, but thank you, I'm done. It's done for me.
You're done.
Too much.
How excited are you?
Super excited.
Super excited.
Je suis gauche, je suis à droite et je tire des 2 pieds. Ousmane Dembélé. Je sais plus si je suis gauche, je suis à droite et je tire des 2 pieds. Ousmane Dembélé.
Your final words to all the Argentina fans. What will you tell them?
Vive la France! Vive la France!
All right, thank you very much.
Excitement for Moroccan supporters, but earlier in the tournament, it ended in a sad mood for some countries, including Ghana. The Black Stars exited the competition after losing its last group game against Uruguay. Well, despite a performance many described as poor, some players stood out. One of such players is Mohamed Kudus, and he has been honored for his contribution in the Black Stars.
Kudus have done to the Ghana team can never be measured in any way. Two, young people that promote our country continue to shine, and for the love they've had for our country to promote the country this far, we believe that it is time that we also recognize the individuals that made Ghana proud during the season of the World Cup that were there. So we invited him to present to him a gold medal, commemorative gold medal, which is a white gold that we use, and we've been doing this over the period to show how Ghana appreciates the work that they've done in supporting Ghana's football. You know, Western region, like I always say, anytime Western region people are inside anything, we are successful. In fact, when we went to the African Cup of Nations, those days, 6 players came from Western region to join the team. So we have a big passion for what we call football. From Azakers to Wise, even though these days we're having difficulties. We also have new ones that have also joined the Premier League, like Summertex. So every time, I mean, some talents are coming up from the Western region. And for the work that he did and the football that he played during the World Cup, Gold Expo Foundation, we do believe that it is time that we also honor them, because any nation that cannot honor its heroes, they say it's not worth dying for. We believe that this is our widow's mite to show appreciation from the Western region, the Gold Expo Foundation throughout the country, to show appreciation to them, for him to know that no matter how far he went, he had the full support of all Ghanaians, including the Western region and the Gold Expo Foundation. So I present to you this, yes. You know, these commemorative medals were produced here in Ghana by Gold Coast Refinery, and it's the first certified Responsible Jewelry Council member in the whole of West Africa for responsible gold.
Well, Mohamed Kudus himself was so elated to be honored, and he spoke about how the Black Stars has got a great future and would be doing well in subsequent tournaments.
I think from this World Cup, you saw everything went, and regardless of the performances, you saw regardless of the result, you saw the performances from the whole team. And there's a lot of young guys coming up in the team, so I think the future looks bright. It was a good lesson for us, for me personally also. First tournament and almost 90% of the guys in the squad. So I think it's a lesson that we take with us, because in these big stages is the small margins and small stuff that make the difference. So we look forward to it. It's a good insight to come from a top player like him, because I also believe he's one of the big guys in the team that will lead the team at Abigail. We all have a big responsibility and role we play in the team, and as an individual, I just try and do my best as an individual to help the team. So I think we all have big responsibilities and roles to play, but it's a good insight and good motivation to even do more, you know. So thanks to him, and I also believe he's also have a good career ahead of him, and I believe a lot he can do more.
This is our wrap-up AM Sports here with me, Muftao Nabila Abda. We appreciate your company.